Chair yoga time. I've got strap blocks. Obviously the chair. We're going to work on the posterior chain today from the bottom of the calf muscles right up to the base of the skull, the occipital ridge. We'll hit that whole back area today. Open up the back body. But to start with, come to the front of the chair. Find good postural alignment, the thighs parallel. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Palms face up. Adjust the sit bones so you feel nice and even. And as you breathe in through the nose, feel the breath directly go through the body as if it's pushing down through the sit bones, like one connection. The tip of the nostrils, you inhale all the way down to the sit bones, and as you exhale, lift up from the heart through the skull, relax the shoulders. Let's try that again. Inhale, nostrils all the way down to the sit bones. Exhale, lift up the heart, lift up the crown of the head, relax the shoulders. 3 more times. Inhale, nostrils to tailbone. Exhale, lift heart, head, and relax shoulders. 2 more. So feel this breath unite all the different parts of the body, in and out. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slide the hands down and grab the kneecaps. Drop the chin and round the back. Stretch the back. As you stretch the back, tuck the tailbone, draw the navel in, and just feel that whole back body area. Now keep hold of the knees, and as you inhale, pull your hands against the knees, lift your head and pull your shoulders back and lift the chin. And feel the arch in the low back, feel the sensations all the way down into the tailbone. So you've guessed it, we're doing cat and cow while we're seated on the chair. Let's try that again. Exhale, pull against the knees, straighten the arms, round the back, tuck the tailbone, draw the navel in, and stretch the whole back body. Inhale, keeping the hands against the knees. Lift up the chin, pull the shoulders back, open the chest, arch the low back. And now let's connect those 2 movements as you breathe. Always exhaling as you round the back and drop the head. And inhaling as you arch the back and lift the head. 5 more breaths in your own time. For those people who know the Ujjayi breath, the ocean sounding breath, you can layer that sound on and just notice how your spine feels from tailbone to the head. Two more breaths. And then relax, slide the hands back up the thighs, palms face up, elbows close to the ribs. And once again, as you breathe in from the nostrils to the sit bones, and as you breathe out, lift up the heart, lift up the head, relax the shoulders. So over time, with this repeated practice of feeling the connection between the nostrils and the sit bones, and then lifting the heart, lifting the crown of the head, relaxing the shoulders as you exhale, your posture starts to unfold naturally. Now another big stretch for the low back. Straddle the feet widely, bring a block between the feet, coming into a forward fold. Resting the elbows on the thighs, drop the chin towards the chest, and relax the head. Drop the hands to the block. Lean the weight of your body into the hands, into the block, and drop your head. From here, get ready to move your feet if you need to. Start to bend the elbows, and as you bend the elbows, let the belly come down in between the thighs, and let the torso dangle down towards the ground. Let the head dangle. Now for some of you, I want you to reach back and grab the legs of your chair. Hold on to the legs of the chair. And those who are grabbing the legs of the chair, I want you to start to bend the elbows now. And as you do, start to pull the head down towards the block. Stretch out that low back. And then release the chair. Bring the hands back to the block, straighten the arms. Bring the elbows back to the thighs, head stays down for a moment. Move the block out of the way. Walk the hands back to the back of the chair, lean back. Bring your sit bones towards the front of the chair and now straighten both legs and curl the toes back. So we start to hit our first stretch in the back of the calf muscles and the hamstrings. Toes are curled back. Squeeze your shoulder blades so you stretch the chest and you squeeze those shoulder blades together. Curl the toes back. Now as you curl the toes back and squeeze the shoulder blades, your hips will start to come up off the chair. So let the hips come up off the chair, squeeze the shoulder blades, curl the toes back. Your body is nice and rigid as you squeeze the buttocks, shoulder blades, and curl the toes back for 3, 2, and slowly come down. Bend the knees, release the hands, and come back to your posture. Connect the nostrils to the sit bones. Inhale. Exhale, sit up tall, relax the shoulders. 3 more breaths. Nostrils to sit bones. Inhale. Sit up tall. All right, let's grab your strap. And bring the strap under the left foot. Straighten the left leg out. So the heel is on the ground. Your sit bones are right close to the edge of the chair. Your right leg, your right foot is grounded, bent. And then pull the strap against the ball of the foot and lean backwards. So the weight of your torso is kind of helping the foot flex backwards. Now you should feel that through the calf muscle and hamstring. Drive out through the heel bone. Now some of you, I want you to lift that foot up into the air and hold that posterior stretch. Use the strength of your arms. You notice my arms are bent, but to hold that tautness in the strap. Slowly lower. Change legs. Bend the right, strap up the left. Extend the left foot out. The heel against the ground. Curl those toes back. Now you can see I'm leaning right back to let the torso, the weight of my body, help pull that foot back. So that arching of the foot backwards, the flexion of the foot backwards, it's going against some very strong muscles and ligaments and tendons to do that. And we really need to get into that Achilles tendon, calf muscle, to stretch out that posterior chain and also help the bottom of the foot stay pliable so we don't injure it with plantar fasciitis. We might be able to manage that with a big stretch here. Now for those who are with me with the lift, inhale, lift that foot up. You'll notice that I shorten the distance between my hands and the strap, so I get a nice tall stretch through the hamstring, through the calf muscle. And then exhale, slowly come down and release. So let's call that the first wave of the posterior chain. We've stretched the back, we've stretched the glutes, hamstrings, calf muscles. So we're going to come into that wave again. Let's start with cat and cow. Grab the knees. As you exhale, really tuck the tailbone, draw the navel in, round the shoulders forward, let those shoulder blades come apart. Inhale the reverse. You pull against the knees, you push the chest through, you lift the chin up, and you feel the spine arching and extending. And now connect those two with your breathing. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. And don't worry about how you look. The main thing is you're really feeling this out. You're really getting that deep stretch through the back body. The next time you come up, bring the hands out like big wings and bring the right elbow underneath the left elbow. So you pull your shoulders down. Pull your shoulders down. And we're going to do cat and cow with the shoulders pulled down. So as you exhale, push those elbows into your belly, round the back, pull the shoulders down, drop the chin. Now as you inhale, lift up, look up, and start to lift your elbows up away from the chest. Still hugging the shoulders. Exhale, round. Pull those shoulders down, round the back. Inhale, lift those elbows up, lift the chin up, and arch the back. Two more. You might hear a little bit of cracking and popping in the shoulder joint there. As long as it's not painful, that'll be okay. And release. Bring the hands behind you, grab the back of the chair. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chin, stretch the throat, arch the back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hug ourselves, this time with the left elbow underneath the right. Cat and cow on the other side. Keep the hugger going. Oh, the spine's liking this. The spine's starting to let go, starting to oil up here. Starting to get more range of motion. Oh, including the back of the neck. The next time you come up, reach the arms around behind you. Grab the back of the chair, maybe a little closer. Some of you can interlace the hands. If you interlace the hands, you can pull the arms back. And some of you might even use a strap here between the hands. Lift the chin, lift the hands. Stretch the throat, lift the hands away, open up the chest, the front shoulders for 3, 2, and release. Have your strap handy. Let's drape it, let's put it into the left hand. And then give yourself a big hug with the left elbow on top, right elbow on bottom. Now you remember the goal here is to keep the elbows locked, And as you lock the elbows, bring the hands away from the shoulders, and you're going to strap. The left hand, the right hand is going to grab the strap, so both hands have the strap. Now some of you won't need the strap, so you'll have your right fingers kind of up against the left palm into your eagle arms. Ready for cat and cow. Exhale, round the back in eagle. Inhale, look up and lift the elbows up and arch the back. Keep going. Exhale, round. Drop the head, drop the hands. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale, lift up. Chin up, eyes up, elbows up. Reach back. 3 more if you can. Hold the strap if you need to, otherwise hand to hand. Keep the elbows locked. We want the elbows locked to be able to really open up the back body here. Good, that's great. And then release. Come into your postural alignment. Feel the connection between the nostrils and the tailbone. Inhale. Exhale, lift up and relax the shoulders. Now the shoulders should be relaxing much more noticeably after all this stretching. 3 more breaths like that. Connect nostrils to sit bones. Inhale. Exhale, sit up tall, relax the shoulders. 1 more. Prepare for eagle arms opposite side. So this time the strap will be in the right hand. for those using this strap, others won't. Give yourself a big hug, 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 hug. The right elbow on top, left elbow on bottom. Pull the shoulders down, lock the elbows in. Lock those elbows in. Now you might just stay here with locked elbows in the hug position, or work back and grab the strap. So the left hand has the bottom part of the strap, right hand has the top, and the elbows are still locked in. And you can start your eagle arms, cat and cow here. Exhale, really dropping down as far as you can. Some of you might even bring the hands down towards the ground. Then inhale all the way up. Exhale. So your angry cat becomes more like a forward fold if you want to go that deeply. Stay with the breath. Inhale. Lift up and arch backwards. I'll turn sideways so you can see what it looks like sideways. Three more breaths if you can. Oh, feel that releasing in the shoulders, in the back, hopefully in the neck. And on that third breath, come up and release. Come back into your postural alignment. Relax the back of the hands on the thighs. Connect the nostrils to the sit bones. Inhale. Exhale, lift up tall, relax the shoulders. So this nostril to sit bone connection, feeling that connection, all the tubes. In yoga we call these nadis, N-A-D-I-S, nadis. So the nostrils are nadis, they're tubes, they're cylinders. They go down into the lungs, which is a nadi, into all the little bronchial passages, nadis, into the heart, which has the chambers that pump out into the veins and arteries I should say, they're nadis. So even our arms and legs are nadis, these cylinders. We're basically a bunch of cylinders, a bunch of nadis, through which things travel. So a riverbed is considered a nadi in Sanskrit. It funnels the water, the energy through. So feel this connection from the nostrils all the way down to the sit bones, all the way through the torso, which is a big nadi. Exhale, lift up. Relax the shoulders. Let's come back to the legs, the lower nadis. Let's take the strap into that left foot. Toes curled back. Lean back, pull on the foot, so that the weight of the torso is really helping stretch the back of the leg there. It's like riding a horse. Whoa, whoa. Leaning back. Slow down, Nelly. All right, let's go with some leg lifts. Up, hold, shorten the strap if you can. Hold up nice and tall. Push out through the heel bone. There'll be a tendency for the toes to want to point here rather than stretch. Backwards, curl backwards. Lower down. And take the strap into the right hand only. Hold on to the chair with the left, sorry, I'll say that again. I'm mirroring you, so my left hand has the strap. Sorry about that. Right hand's going to grab the chair. Let's lift that that left leg up, and we're going to do some rotations here. So open it out to the left and then back to the right. So we're getting some hip movement here. Out. Keep the toes curled back so you keep that calf muscle and hamstring stretch. Just play with that range of motion, left and right, abduction and adduction. Let's do 100 more. 3, 2, whew, and 1. Slowly release. Bring that left leg back to earth, unhook. Now before we jump to the other side, close your eyes and just notice if you can feel anything that shifted in that work on the left hip, left leg. I can still feel it in the left hand from all that gripping. So there's a lot of residue of sensation after the pose is gone. So once again, hitting the posterior chain in different ways. Let's strap up the right foot, extend it. Lean back and get that initial nice stretch. Now some of you, this might be all you need. Just getting that nice, delicious stretch right down there in the calf muscle and the hamstring. All right, let's go for some leg raises here. Yes, feel that. Toes curled back and lower and lift a few times here. 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and 1, hold, and take the strap into the left hand. Right hand's going, take the strap into the right hand, left hand is going to grab the chair. My mirroring mind has forsaken me. All right, good posture as you open out to the right, adduct, and then to the left. Whew. So there might be some things going on in the glutes here as you do that. I can feel that left glute firing up as I do this. Let's do 5 more. 4. Keep those toes curled back. Toes curled back. That's it. Thank you. 2. You know who you are. 1. And then slowly release. And release. So just lean forward for a moment and then bring your hands and just smack the bottom of the hamstrings. Just give them a little stimulation. A little patting massage. And then pat down through the calf muscles. So you come forward, pat the back of the calf muscles. Bring your hands back up to the low back, pat the low back. And the buttocks, and then slowly come up and release the hands. Release those hands. All right, let them dangle and shake out. So as we've woken up this posterior chain, I'm feeling the piriformis needs a little work here. So as best as you can, extend the legs and bring the left ankle over the right. So you cross and then slide that left ankle up the right leg, figure 4. If you can, bend the knee so you come into your figure 4 and sit up nice and tall. And let's just rotate the ankle for a moment. Let's just get used to the figure 4. The right hand just turning the left foot in a nice circle. So giving the muscles of the left hip, left thigh, time to acclimate. Reverse the circle of the foot. And then pause. Bring the hands out to the side. Bring the left elbow underneath the right, eagle arms. So you can use a strap here. Exhale, hinge forward, bringing the weight forward over the figure 4. Into your eagle arms. Let the head relax. Inhale, come up. Release the hands. And for those who can, I want you to slide that left knee down over the right knee into floppy shin. So all we did is took the figure 4 and changed the shape to knee over knee. Now if you can't do that, stay with figure 4 or just come into normal parallel thighs. We're going to do the same eagle, so that left elbow is on the bottom again. And we're going to come over the floppy shin here. See how far you can, you might even be able to bring your elbows past the knees so you come down lower. And then slowly come up. Release the hands. Lean back into the chair. Straighten the legs. Toes curled back, hamstring, calf muscle stretch. Lift the hips. Reverse plank. Exhale down. Bend the knees. Cross the right ankle over the left. Slide up figure 4. Best as you can. Grab the foot. Start to rotate that left foot. Now it's fairly common to feel asymmetrical in these two sides of the body. This side is my tightest side. Reverse direction of the ankle. So giving the ankle turns as part of the body's opportunity to acclimate to the figure 4. So I'm not coming into the deep stretching yet, I'm just acclimating. All right, let's bring out our wings, and this time the right elbow is going to be underneath into eagle. Remember, you can use a strap here. And then exhale, forward fold. So as the weight comes forward, especially if the hip is tight, you'll feel that definitely through the low back, through the shoulders, through the right hip, right thigh. Inhale, come up slowly. Release the hands and push the right knee over the top into floppy shin. And then bring the hands out to the side. Once again, bringing the right elbow underneath into your eagle. Come forward over that thigh, and if you can, try to get the elbows beyond the knee so you come down even lower. And then slowly come up. Uncross, extend the legs. Let's do one more. Hamstring, calf muscle, reverse plank. And release. So in this class to date, we've really focused on the forward and backward motion of the spine, which is kind of the main way to stretch it out and to extend it. But also we want to get into some other directions, namely the twisting. So to do the twisting, we're going to use our hands in prayer position, and you bring the tips of the pointer fingers up to the forehead, and your right thumb is going to block the right nostril, and you're going to breathe in and out of the left nostril. So we're using alternative nostril breathing, but this time we're going to use the thumbs. The next time you breathe in through the left nostril, hold the breath, bring the left thumb up to the left nostril and release the right, and breathe in and out of the right nostril. So all we're doing now is switching thumb to thumb. We're not using one hand, we're using two hands in prayer position. Let's try that again. Inhale, right nostril. Bring the right thumb up, exhale, left nostril. Inhale, left nostril. Left thumb up, exhale, right nostril. Keep going. Get used to using the thumbs for alternate nostril breathing. Now, as you do that, start to lift the elbows out so that you have aeroplane wings. But don't miss any of the breathing here. So your elbows are splayed out. So you have, it's a bit like, remember the flying nun? She had that little habit that went out like this. So it's like you've got a little habit out there, your little wings. Keep practicing thumb to thumb, exhaling left and right. Now imagine there's a little breeze that's catching your wings. Lifts them up a little higher, and as you exhale, turn to the left. Keep the thumbs going, alternate nostril breathing. Drop the right elbow, lift the left elbow, so you're banking around like a bird, soaring, flying the air currents. And then reverse, lift that right elbow, drop the left. Still on the left side, still alternating. So start to fly your currents. Let the currents move you on that left side. Don't miss a breath here. Keep the focus on the breathing. Really enjoy the currents. And then level out on that left side. Come back to center. Bring the elbows down for a moment, but keep the prayer position, so you keep the alternate nostril breathing, but you're giving the elbows a rest. Now flare up the elbows, here we go. The wind's coming up. Get your wings under the air currents. And then turn to the right this time. And while you're on the right side, keep the alternate nostril breathing going. And now start to dip down that right elbow, lift the left, ride the air current. And then switch. Keep flying, keep banking on that right side. Keep the thumbs going. Find your own air currents here. Just keep moving, twisting, undulating like a snake on that right side. Don't miss a breath here. Keep your focus on the thumbs. And on that right side, start to level out, start to become calm, cruising straight ahead, elbows flared still. Exhale, come back to center and keep the alternate nostril going with the elbows close in. Resting the shoulders and elbows. Sit close to the edge of the chair. On the next inhale, lift up, keep the alternate nostril growing, lift the elbows straight up, lift the head up, stretch the throat, lift the elbows up more, come into a big back bend, keep breathing. A little more. And now come into a big forward fold. Keep the alternate nostril breathing. Slowly come down. You might drop your head down below the knees. Keep the alternate nostril breathing. Thumb to nose, switch. Thumb to nose, switch. Forward fold. Slowly come up to neutral. Keep the thumbs moving from side to side. If you ever lose the rhythm, just come back. We're going to try one more back bend, one more forward fold. Inhale, start to lift up the elbows, lift up the chin. Feel the stretch in the throat. Feel the elbows come up. Back of the head falls back. Big back arch. Like a big elephant lifting its trunk, lifting its head, trumpeting out. Exhale, slowly come through neutral down to forward fold. Take your time. Let the knees be a little wider so you might dangle down between the thighs. You can even let the head dangle as you keep the alternate nostril breathing. Slowly come up. Come back to neutral. And feel each nostril one at a time. Notice how your breath is after alternate nostril breathing. The next time you exhale through the left nostril, release the hands. And feel the connection between your nostrils and your sit bones, with both nostrils open. Exhale, lift up the heart, lift up the crown of the head, relax the shoulders. Find your posture again, with both nostrils working. Connect nostrils to sit bone. Exhale, sit tall. Relax those shoulders. Prepare for Shavasana. You can use a pillow behind your back. You can bring your feet up onto a platform like blocks or books. You can lay down on the mat with your calf muscles up on the chair. Find your most comfortable position. If you're sitting on the chair, you can sit right back against your cushion, keeping the head in line with the spine. If you have a headrest, you can use a headrest. In fact, I'm going to try and use my bolster as a headrest and see how that feels. It's too far back. Okay, good to know. If you're sitting on the chair, let the arms relax. Let the legs relax. And create a little Mona Lisa smile. Let the face relax. If your back is on the floor and your legs are up, relax the low back. Support the head if you need to. If the legs are too high on the chair, look for something lower. If they're too low, bring a cushion under the calf muscles. And if you're in any other type of Shavasana, notice which parts of the body feel tense or uncomfortable, and invite them to soften. And as you lay there in Shavasana, let yourself become really still, like a placid lake, not a breath of wind, until the only movement you're aware of is your breath. Everything else is still. Some of you might feel your heartbeats. Everything else is still. And some of you might see or notice the thoughts moving through your mind. But everything else is still. A glassy mirror-like surface on the lake. There may be some little currents underneath, but on top, not a ripple. And as we come into these final few breaths of Shavasana, check in with yourself. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana, stay there. And if you're ready to transition, transition in a way that keeps the tranquility unbroken, where even the transition of coming out of Shavasana keeps the stillness in the nervous system. So come out slowly, gently, in ways that are both skillful and intuitive. Coming into that final seated position. And notice how you feel at the end of practice. Notice the back body from the back of the skull right down to the back of the heels. Bring your hands together in gratitude for each other's company, for coming out and making our class happen. Namaste.